staying kind to one another. It's militant morale, support, and preventing suicide. You all know somebody who watched the Oscars last night. You'll know who I'm talking about. There's a lady on there came out with her friend. Boy, they say some meaningful words based on a 100 Crisis documentary. Miss Ellen Gusenberg and Kana Perry on behalf of Nicholas Perry, her son who committed suicide. They were on there, they won an Oscar for that documentary. 1-800-PRESS-1, talk now. Call that number up, I've been showing you. Those people are on the phone 25 hours a day, 7 days a week. They stop suicides head on. Be a friend rather than someone that just took part in something they didn't ask for. Didn't know what was happening or what's about to take place. Rather be somebody who takes part in taking action to save a life than someone who just sat there and did nothing thinking it wouldn't happen. You know, but somebody sees somebody say something. Even in try and get help from a pastor if all else fails. Hey, somebody new in town, lost a loved one, separated, marriage, what have you, widow, killed in action, need someone to talk to right now. Obviously, counseling calls, they ain't cutting in movies these days. God bless y'all. So also, those of you arriving here at Fort Knox, Iron Army Community Hospital, that's their main hotline number. You can call them, they'll be able to point you to the corners. That's also the main website right there. Welcome here, Fort Knox. I wouldn't even go that far. The chief ain't free to go upstairs and talk to the director, the head honcho in charge of that whole hospital. I'll grab him by the ear. Can't, man, something major plumbing on we were soldiers can't have all the fun when he walks by and you ask him how the day went. What are you, a weatherman now? The first thing people start laughing about, well, carried a couple years. Yeah, you be walking too. You better haul rear. You don't just see this in comic strips, Bill and Billy and all. I saw it right there. He's about to say hi after coffee. I'll be telling you, what are you, weatherman now? You know what kind of day it's gonna be. Hey, move your home parts over. Carry on, soldiers. Carry on. I thought I'd say a prayer for all you out there. It's a great way somebody talks to generals, colonels, platoon sergeants, somebody at parade rest right now in front of her whole dang division about to set out for the whole day what's about to take place. God bless General Combs, Colonel Edwards, people who are in charge of Fort Knox. Talk to, write to, say hi to, ask even how their day went. I even remind them, don't forget tax return season. I don't think being on the moon is going to cut it this year. Unless you're on the International Space Station right now. Hopefully you didn't forget tax season if you're here in America. Carrying on, y'all take a knee. Priests and popes can't do it all by themselves. I'm running around like he cut off. Y'all wander out there, y'all run into somebody who asks what is Saw's job. He's raising morale. Pretty soon he'll be doing presentations. It's global. There are people out there who are dying in the line of duty every hour, every day, all over the world, mostly killed by landmines. If people and presidents can disable nukes, they can disable landmines. Pretty soon it'll be a word abolished from the dictionary. That'd be a legacy of a dream that Queen Diane herself would want to see happen. That was her one mission before she was before passing away in heaven, in those heavenly clouds we all miss. Her sons miss her a great deal, her family and everybody else. Which is one reason why I read about the Duchess of York and bedtime stories for kids and teenagers, young and old. Coming up next after this, continuing on reading all about her and her life as a young person to now. Carrying on, prayer in the morning for those of you deployed who haven't even had a chance to look at you. Courtesy of St. James, where I live here in ElizabethTown, Kentucky, attending their Mass. And got me one of these nice little books to make sure I didn't leave empty-handed, that are free and available for anybody to take. Blessed be the Lord, the God of Israel. Pray in the morning to Benedict. He has come to his people and set them free. He has raised up for us a mighty Savior, born of the house of his servant David. Through his holy prophets he promised of old that he would save us from our enemies, from the hands of all who hate us. He promised to show mercy to our fathers and remember his holy covenant. This was the oath he swore to our father Abraham, to set us free from the hands of our enemies, free to worship him without fear, holy and righteousness in his sight all the days of our life. You, my child, should be called the prophet of the Most High. For you will go before the Lord to prepare his way, to give his people knowledge of salvation. It's such leaders as platoon sergeants have every day. Leading is something you learn, not just read about. Although some are naturally born. I myself. By the forgiveness of their sins and the tender compassion of our God. Reading on. The dawn from on high shall break upon us, praying for all of you to return home, to shine on those who dwell in darkness and the shadow of death, and to guide our feet into the way of peace. Luke 1-68-79. O Lord, grant me to greet the coming day in peace. Help me in all things to rely upon your holy will. In every hour of the day, reveal your will to me. Bless my dealings with all who surround me. Teach me to treat all that comes throughout the day with peace of soul, with firm conviction, that you will govern all and all my deeds and words. Guide my thoughts and feelings in unforeseen events. Let me not forget that all are sent by you. Teach me to act firmly and wisely without embittering and embarrassing others. Give me strength to bear the fatigue of the coming day without that it shall bring. Direct my will and teach me to pray. Amen. Evening Mass. For all those of you who are at night, this is something you can say upon your sleep. My soul proclaim as if I was standing there above you. You think you're alone now? You haven't seen nothing yet. You're never alone. Sure as hell not the last in that uniform. Covered in dirt, sandstorm, what have you. At least you're alive. Sure as hell not dead. Not on my watch. My soul proclaims the greatness of the Lord. Reading on. My spirit rejoices in God as my Savior. For he has looked with favor on his lowly servant. From this day all generations will call me blessed. The Almighty has done great things for me, and holy in his name. He has mercy on those who fear him. In every generation he has shown the strength of his arm. He has scattered the proud in their conceit. He has cast down the mighty from their thrones, and has lifted up the lowly. He has filled the hungry with good things, and the rich he has sent away empty. He has come to the help of his servants Israel, for he has remembered his promise of mercy, the promise he has made to our fathers, to Abraham and his children forever. Luke 1-46-55. O eternal God and ruler of all creation, you have allowed me to reach this hour. Forgive the sins I have committed this day by word, deeds, or thought. Purify me, O Lord, from every spiritual and physical strain. Grant that I may rise in the sleep to glorify you by deeds throughout my entire lifetime, and that I be victorious over every spiritual and physical enemy. Deliver me, O Lord, from all vain thoughts and from evil desires, for yours the kingdom and the power and the glory, Father and Son, Holy Spirit, now and ever, forever. Amen. Y'all can get up now. Carry on the day. Do your best. Be kind to each other. Regards. The person next to you could be from Japan, China, Istanbul, Afghanistan, Israel. And all us guys, we are all equal as brothers, sisters, family, friends, wives, mothers, parents. All cultures, all races. Should it matter? No. To accomplish an amazing dream of hope, faith, love, everything else, In the interest of peace and friendship, yes, that part matters. In other eyes, ignorance is bliss. Cast it aside. Cast it like throwing a rock. It is a hot day, you're wearing a hot uniform, and you're wanting to go home when it's all said and done. Hopefully to those that back to those safely, to those that love you, those that miss you. Sarge has been there. Welcome home parties, especially at 4 in the dang morning in broad rain. Don't matter if rain or shine, I'll show up. Sooner or later, there are people who want to get married in front of me. Obviously, you're man enough to stand there and care about all of you. Don't just watch this on TLC. God bless them, especially that couple with 20 kids who watch this. Not just the Pope. You can't have all of them. Carry on. Again, suicide prevention on memories on behalf of those who lost loved ones. I think most generals around the world are getting a little tired, especially explaining to those that love them, those that miss them, especially those in bunkers, certain silos I can't talk about, who look forward to the day they become an instrument of a museum piece, knowing God willing one day, instead in the arms in the wrong hands, falling apart in front of them. Rust buckets, they're called, that they're guarding night and day, wondering why. Soon they become manless rust buckets, only to become an instrument recycled, disarmed, dismantled. Peace treaty, yes. Peace treaty for landmines, too, if it's that easy. How about that one? Work on it. Together, as all nation leaders, we can accomplish a great mission, the abolishment of kids being hurt worldwide while on farmlands, trying to farm for their loved ones, their families, before going to school, instead of tripping over some landmine that should have been dismantled centuries ago, reminding of one's hurt. That's not a good cause. That's not something you want on your shoulders. No. That is someone wanting to succeed as you have. Kim Jong Jr. knows who I am. That is a brother from Devon Mom. Yes, he has to show he's a leader. We all learn by our own mistakes. Bosley does not want to go to bed at the end of the night wondering. Those kids out there in them farms should not be tripping over something that's 200 years old. It needs to be disarmed, dismantled, torn to shreds. That's not something you want on your conscience. Reminding some kid, child, of hurt years ago. Together, like I said, in the interest of peace and in the interest of friendship, we can accomplish many things. Not just dismantling armament, in the interest of peace and the building bond of friendship. One day, God willing, that wall, that fence of boredom, of fear and what have you, of ignorance, will come down. President Reagan and Gorbachev knew that that wall in Germany was coming down. Sooner or later, they can't have all of them. I look forward to that dream. A dream of dreams. What accomplishment that would be. Free trade, both sides, North and South Korea, communicating as one nation. God bless you all over there, especially on both sides in your families. I tell it like it is, like you have a choice. Not with he has anything to say about it. That's right. It's a gift from God having guarded me. Trust me, you have your family and your ancestors standing next to you. They know all about you. I just hit you like Christmas tree ornament decoration. Square away. Can't wait when I know everything about you already. Carrying on. Moral support here. I read something the other day that struck home. Such pamphlets, also Catholics Men's Conference, mark your calendars for those here at Fort Knox who go to the chapel, Pritchard Chapel here on Post. You don't know where Pritchard Chapel is, near General Patmos. You can just keep going straight till you make a little left. Run right smack into Pritchard Chapel. CWOC Women's Bible Study Group. There's also Men's Bible Study Group. There's also a Bible study group conference coming up for men. Gotta write this down. With March 21st, 2015, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. St. Michael's Catholic Church, 3705 Stone Lake Drive, Louisville, Kentucky, 40299 for those using GPS. Taylorsville, road off of the Gene Snyder. That's the website right there. Be there. What do you mean? Front and center. Don't miss it. That's their website right there. Courtesy of St. James Catholic Church right here in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Those of you who participate, follow online. Registration. Let's see here. For further information, contact Linda McLemore at 502-448-8581, extension 1324. McLemore at archlu.org. Scholarships available by request. And its participants are $30 per person. Students, $15. Space limited in the first 800 to register. Be there, courtesy of Most Reverend Joseph E. Kurtz, Kentucky. Purpose: the goal of Louisville Catholic Men Conference is to help men throughout the Archdiocese become more deeply involved with their faith and their parishes, to engage fully in services, evangelization, and networking with others, to deepen their personal relationship with Jesus Christ, to share their Catholic faith with other men, and to seek answers to important life questions. What should we address? What will be addressed? What should Catholic men do and be in today's world? All races, all cultures. How can men strengthen their family life? Life and faith life. Question yourself. How can men become better fathers, husbands, and leaders? Obviously. Be there. It'll be a great conference. I do a lot supporting folks. Military-friendly schools, GI jobs, recognized as military-friendly schools. Make sure when you enroll in a school that it's nationally accreditable. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. Just because it says that on a commercial doesn't mean it's naturally in black and white. You have to see it before you sign. GI Bill does not take effect till a half a semester. How do I know that? Some folks have to find out the hard way. Student loan takes over first, then GI Bill. Half a semester, that way they verify who you are. You're not ripping someone off using their GI Bill without their permission. Veterans Department has to approve, see, screen, everything. That way, if you're not who you say you are, you get caught eventually. They also have grants. Calling days, start your future. Military.com, an amazing website. It points you a few pointers, what's nationally credible and what's not. What's online and what's not. Check it out. University of Kentucky, God bless them. I have their sports football national flag right outside my front porch here at my bachelor pad. God bless them and everything, and those cheerleaders. Go Dallas. And go on watching ESPN, WWF Monday Night Raw. You name it, the works. Being into all that. Also, those of you looking for jobs, I tell it like it is. I won't be able to stand there and be next to you holding your hand, but I'll throw a few pointers. There's Career Builder, there's Monster.com. You attach your resumes, etc., etc. Paste it on there. Make sure it's nice and secure. Don't leave your social security number on there or anything not necessarily needed. They even have examples of what your resume should look like, current, up to date, work hands experience. All the better. Put in your own words. You're trying to sell yourself, not bore someone to sleep. Hubba hubba. If you need any further information, you can contact your local ATF Resource Center's name. I tell you like it is. God bless them. As hard as they work over there, they point you in the right direction. That's also the same building for Family Advocacy Program. It's also the Veterans Department right here on post. I didn't even know that. Courtesy of a senior hardworking guy. squared away. He'll run right into you and point you in the right direction on where to move your home ports next after leaving the military. Combat Injured Housing Department. Gee whiz, there's a familiar face. Those of you who come back combat injured, you might want to contact them. USAAlsosecure.org. They'll be able to point you in the right direction. You need assistance, that's the barcode you pick off one of them scanners on your cell phone. Trust me, it works. Donate. USACares.org. You see that? Okay. Also, post office is hiring. BX is hiring. Hospitals, USA Jobs, most government websites, FBI is hiring, CIA, your local fire department, your police departments. Check them out. Your local city, town, they got a career builder on there too. Your city where you came from, even if you're going back there. You know, those are left behind. You're certainly not the last. I don't know what. Care Bear cares. All the way across. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's what people shout foolishly. What's his job? Well, there's a few pointers. He cares about us, the world. Obviously, he's been busy. Cares about you and making sure you don't kill yourself at the end of the day. Golly, that's an easy job. Taking off where Jesus left off on that cross day and night. Before or after he was put on a cross for us all. Anybody? Something my pastor teaches at noon every afternoon. Wondering if y'all are listening or even caring to listen. After all, what does church mean? Family as a whole. I didn't even know that. Later on, reading from a nice article here. See here. I thought I'd read something informative right here at Fort Knox, thanks to the gold standard. That catches everyone's mind, everyone's heart. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. Whosoever believe in him shall not perish from his earth. I can do that. Let me looking at the keyboard. That's also my signature song in the hotel. I leave behind so when soldiers come in and check in the same room, Gabriel was here. Rest assured, as long as that symbol was there, regardless if it was even in Dollywood, you'll always be safe. I may not be next door to you, but I'm there in prayer, regardless of what you're going through or what. Even if you left for a little while, they'd be on vacation. Gabriel was at Dollywood. Gabriel cares. You notice the brand new Gatlinburg commercial that he saw. Somebody hard working, squarely put together. Thank God it wasn't raining that day. Everybody got accidents. I make the saint look easy, okay? When I show up, I do it real well. Look at this, Mama Java. Who's in charge here? Oh, darn, that's Africa. Y'all know what you're doing while walking by the table. Okay. One of many questions while looking at certain women. They stare at me, that one no. They're right back. Split away. God bless Dolly Parton and everybody else in country life. Former soldier tasked to lighten paratrooper load. He used to be one of them, by Bob Reinhardt, USAG National Public Affairs. He used to be one of them, so when paratroopers from the 82nd Airborne Division asked Rich Landry to design a rucksack to meet their needs, he was thrilled. That's my past, Landry said. This is my favorite kind of work, because the whole parachute piece is just such an interesting dynamic. When you start talking about the load, he writes, how all the pieces have to work together. It's a huge challenge, but when it's a lot of fun, it's certainly easier. An individual equipment designer to load, carriage systems, product manager, soldier clothing, and individual equipment. A lot of stuff you're carrying on the way down, not just watching this on Bugs Bunny and Friends. Coyote runs off cliff after a road runner. Before you know it, he's hoping he's got a parachute before hitting pay dirt. Darn, 9 times out of 10, that just didn't happen. Growing up through the years watching this over and over. Carry on. Reading right along. It's a huge challenge, but when it's a lot of fun, it's certainly easier. An individual equipment designer, load, carrier systems, product manager, soldier, clothing, visual equipment, Natic, soldier systems, Senator Landry spends most of his time thinking about how to lighten the soldier's load. Parachutes, as you know, have come a long way since World War I, World War II, when they were really out in full swing. One of these things we always say is we don't all do the critical designs work here, Landry. It's soldiers that do that. We put it into something tangible. In this case, not just seen on Green Beret, John Wayne movies. Read on. Throwing on a few examples here. Soldiers were telling Landry that the modular lightweight load carrying equipment, or MOLLE large and medium rucksacks, in the Army inventory were too large and small at 3,000 and 5,000 cubic inches, respectively, with their purposes. And the MOLLE, as well as other existing systems, had to be fitted with a current harness, single point release, or HSPR, that wrapped around the rucksacks and secure them to parachutes, making them difficult to pack and unpack. Soldiers also wanted a design that interfaced well with body armor, as was comfortable as possible. It took time to set up existing rucksacks with the HSPR landers, so that was one of the problems that the 82nd Airborne Division had. They needed flexibility to rig, to derig, and to possibly reconfigure the rucksack loads. At various phases before airborne operations, the ability to reconfigure the load was critical. Into a MOLLE 4,000 cubic inch rucksack set Landry designed using a frame already in the U.S. Marine Corps inventory as a foundation. In fact, Landry had worked on that rucksack as well. Soldiers also had asked for a permanent harness for airborne operations on the outside of new rucksacks, but Landry's solution was remove a harness that looked permanent. Why should we have 2-3 pounds of excess equipment permanently attached on that rucksack that they've got to carry around the world with them? Landry said, this is so simple. It's a minute-long process. Normally, when you're rigging a rucksack with removable standard HSPR, it can be as long as 10 minutes. Those who have ever seen a person skydiving, they're a lot lighter parachute out of the military than he. That's another example of how far parachutes have come. Especially when you got new parachutes that haven't done it before or haven't done it very often. I just say that removable system is more cost effective than permanently sewn harness, which could add as much as $200 to the cost of a rucksack. That's an example. Yeah, that any failure during either the pack or the harness would leave the other reusable, avoiding replacement of the entire $400 system, the MOLLE 4,000 test. Well, but soldiers recommended a few more modifications, such as a strong carrying and strap side compression straps, and most importantly, a flap closure on top to replace the original zip closure. The flap will allow load flexibility when necessary, more durable, and reducing lower to the bottom of 15-foot lowering line during a jump. We got it right as to what the concept was, but then we learned in the technical testing that we needed to change the design slightly. Landry said we gotta learn something, and that's fine. That's what you want, that's why you test. The current version will go into safety certifications testing during March and be operationally tested in late spring at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Upon completion of a year-long user assessment, airborne unit could receive their first MOLLE 4,000 before fiscal 2017. The final product could have been an application beyond airborne operations. This pack can be used by any unit in the Army if they got C's requirement like, oh, just remove harness. Landers, it can be an Army common item point in time. Wouldn't that be great? Once the ground on the ground must carry the load efficiently, because once parachute lands, the package job really begins, and the mission is to be as foot effective as possible in flight. And Andrew said he hopes that other night might see the utility in that. To have a service contract of this design language would be really the ultimate goal. Carry on. Also, last month, October may have been Domestic Violence Month. I'm going to repeat something for your best interest. Your family, again, is not your headache, boxing bag, what have you, come home back from deployment, take your frustrations out of whatever year you had, out on them. That's not the case here, especially in the eyes of a child. They are not to blame for your mistakes over there. Is that crystal clear enough for you? If you want to go down to a one-way ticket, down the meanest track ever that nobody can follow, keep up the good work. Because sooner or later, it's going to bite you in the rear, regardless of what rank you are. I told you before, take your hind parts to the gym, do a walk, keep walking until you cool off. It helps you feel better afterwards, because hey, everybody's got a friend somewhere along the line. You're sure as hell not the last who had a bad day, and you're sure as hell not the first. I don't watch this stuff in movies. Care about y'all. Wake up. There are people lying 5 feet underground with a cross over their head who wanted to tell you that to your face. Golly, you thought you were all alone? Don't get so mushy on me. Tell you a new rear end in the ground. Squared away. Fine line between bowling, pizza, and having fun. There's a fine line between let's do our job correctly and call it a day, shall we? Teamwork. Communicate here. We're getting somewhere. Motor pool, understand? Okay, good. We're getting somewhere. I speak several languages, different languages. Even Russian. They understand me over there? Duh. Somebody, you don't just watch this on Rocky 4. Rocky versus everybody else. We all get on. That is how God would want it. Guys, to accomplish one mission, an interest of peace. Yes, can't do it all by yourself. Why else would NATO have been formed since then? Who knew that? Accomplish a great dream. Also, tax season, return season. We need to donate Food for the Poor. Food for the Poor Incorporated. There's a kid out there starving right now. I always say if you plant a garden even in a public restaurant, you'll never starve. God bless those who have yet anything to eat. I say to her in prayer. Even in the eyes of a child. You can plant tomatoes and always have more tomatoes. For information, keep back up your local staple paper. I have the envelope here. Donate. The address right there. That's 641 Lionsboro, P.O. Box 9790001, Coconut Creek, Florida 330979970, squared away. Or your local Red Cross, right here, especially in Elizabethtown. I walk by them all the time to KFC, and Cowboy the Hog. All you can eat buffet, can't beat that. 30 minutes from post, can't beat that either. Can't beat the Asian buffet, there, squared away too. Domino's, sometimes people don't want to go out. The landing zone, Saber and Quill, they have lunchtime as well for those just arrived. See, know where Burger King is? Not far away from Burger King. Not far away from the Cadre, the Waybur Theater. You're going in the right direction. You pass Waybur Theater and you went the wrong way. You went too far. Make a right, you'll be alright. You end up back at Saber and Quill, near the Red Cross building. Right, getting back on them here, squared away and more. Some people can't find their way around a barn. You can't mention no names, certain siblings, God. More as honest I can be, unmerciful. No mercy, I don't do mercy with religion. No! No is better, yeah. Puppy face don't work. I'll bring out my son, put him in front of you. Take over, kid. Dad's gotta bake some cookies before 3 a.m. Otherwise, turn Grover and Mama's gonna ask me to go get ice cream, nice distraction, while playing Xbox at the same time. Wait away. It works. Place to plan ahead when dates come over. Me and the women and all things can be. Sports Illustrated. Them coyote ugly actresses, they thought they were all alone. They might want to rethink that picture. When they come over, terrorizing my ice cream. What have you, Grandma knows best. She don't miss a thing up in them clouds. She knows all, sees all. That's me to hear all about when I'm awake. Just hits me or something like psychic powers or something. You can call it whatever you want. It's a gift from God. Also, Soul Sanctuary and Human Life Sunday, a Heritage House. Alabama, ah76.org. Can't go wrong there. Ain't that a cute picture of all you guys' moms? Oh. Grandma's coffee cake. Let me show you a box real quick. It blew my mind. Fresh coffee cake. You know how we make coffee cake at home. I can open my own coffee shops. What better way to help you all cool off at the end of the day other than get distracted by Xbox mobile game stations? I'm having my own men's and women's Bible study every Saturday at 7. I'll give you 3 hours in advance. I know some of you will come as far as Clarksville, squared away. Traffic lights take time to get through. ElizabethTown, Kentucky. 328 Helm Street. That's 32704. Excuse me, my bad. 42701. Can't go wrong. 72401, something. Yeah. Square away. Man, what time it is in the morning already? Moving around along. Also, when you're on post and you have nothing to do on Sunday, don't forget the landing zone, football, baseball season. Square away. Come by, say hi. That's our phone number right there. There's karaoke nights Monday through Wednesday, and also at Saber and Quill on Fridays. DJ already knows who I am. I sing amazing songs over there, not just that church choir in the main chapel. Be square. Take your hind parts over there and say hi once in a while. Especially those just arriving, needing something to do other than golfing, parks, stuff that don't cost much money. Town Square Mall here near ElizabethTown. Square. For all them over there. That's the stuff to do with the DX all the time. Clothing and sales. Don't forget your cadre uniform and more scared away. Squared away. General Combs will thank you instead of saying, hey, guess what? Y'all swung because this one cadre couldn't get his act or her act together. Congratulations. Have a nice day. Gracie, the trainer, working hard. Who tried to tell you that one last week? Darn. Up next, for all those in uniform, is Children's Bedtime Story. I hope all you kids are resting well. I know it's what time it is. It's 7 already. Going on 8, 9 o'clock. Been awake since 1. Broadcasting live. No matter how fast I come online, I always look at that and be like, it's 5 hours. Now try doing that 6 hours backwards. 6 times in rhymes. Well, I'm telling you like it is, caring for folks all over the world. That's my job, taking part where Jesus left off. There's always a critic for every success. That's ignorance for you, cast it aside. People look out for people here in my neighborhood. Everybody knows everybody. It's a big town. It may look big, but once you move in, it's actually not very big. Just everyone's kind to one another. At least you hope. Not like City Rush where it's, jackhammering at 4 in the morning. Rush hour traffic, what have you. So thanks to all those who look out for me, my neighbors, my house, my bachelor pad. Don't let it fool you. It may look small, but it's actually gigantic inside with a nice cozy fireplace. All you women who like crocheting and stuff, do drop by, women. Especially those with kids. Some of y'all need a hug them kids, especially those with dads who are deployed right now. Thinking of my son. How long I've been away from him. 7+ years today. And the day I don't go by, I don't think about it. I'm on my Facebook. Look it up sometime. Put yourself on that list. For I get to know you first. You get to say, you're a whoever. How do I know that? Face the screen check before you ask somebody. You know. Also, the latest scams. Thanks to Good Morning America Watch. Rental cars, stuff. Don't leave your stuff in the cars. Don't leave your health insurance card lying around for someone to grab. People are willing to say anything these days to get on base, even lie and slander someone so badly just to humiliate them publicly, like someone trying to keep you unemployed. Y'all think that's cute or something? Now you know what Pontius Pilate did to Jesus Christ before you put him on a cross. Say that 3 times backwards. Alrighty then, squared away. Much love. Remember, for one thing, personally, the heart. It's not the coffee, it's not the water. Stay hydrated. Just because it's cold outside doesn't mean you don't need 8 glasses of water, not soda pop. Unless you plan on being incontinent real early, walking around with diapers. Think of those people who have diapers, they'll tell you their face, that's nothing good for you. Unless it's ginger ale or something. Still, ginger ale, you need water to wash it down. So the main cure for stomach virus. Grandma knows best for no awareness before she passed away. Stop by Cracker Barrel sometime, IHOP, Denny's, Kentucky. They all help with kids somewhere along the line. Proceeds go to donations of charities. Coastal.org at IHOP. Need as much as pancakes as you like when you get over there, but do be sure to donate without like the rest of those square wave soldiers on that wall. They'll thank you. Trust me. Everybody helps or a kid in need. Or get out. By the way. Much love to you all over the world, especially those listening in high at NASA, being a proud supporter of NASA and everybody else. Environmentalists, wildlife activists. I don't even know that. Even I'm over here trying to bring back endangered birds right down on the American bald eagle. Dollywood's place came at all. Y'all drop by her place sometime. Bring your kids. They got roller coaster rides, festivals, cozy nice little hotels next to each other. Can't go wrong there. Best Western, you name it. The Hilton, especially, being a dear friend of somebody who's watching the same channel. I know what she's thinking. I can't stop by. What the heck? It's working on it. Next. By the way, I care about everybody out there who runs a hotel. I know how hard it is, especially right down at the airports. If you get stuck in an airport, don't blame the airport passenger guard. Don't blame everybody. It's weather. They're not willing to risk a 9-ton, billion-dollar plane all over the runway with jet fuel just to help you out. Communicate with your brand new unit. Those you're fresh out of basic. Talk to those that are in charge, not just your drill sergeant. Let them know where you're at, you and your family, your folks. Hey, I'm stranded at the airport. Cancel flight. Hello, what do I do now? Obviously, I'm not walking 3 states away. Gee whiz. I feel for you if you have to take a cab or a Greyhound bus. God bless you. Still, God bless those drivers for getting you there safe and sound. Your families would want that. Last thing you want to be known as AWOL. Do check in once in a while, it helps. Especially those watching out for you. Much love right here at home. Y'all stop by sometime, say hi. God bless y'all 9 days. Much love. Remember, if you run into me on Xbox, Halo, Call of Duty, Tanks even, it's just a game. If you're on my side, then you ain't got nothing to worry about. Have a nice day.